Welcome back, friends. This is season 1 of VTubers and Villains, otherwise known as your local internet weebs and dweebs playing a fun homebrew game of D&D.
Woo!
Yeah.
We are main 1 campaign, and this is...
Hi, I'm Yeun Sho.
Hi, I'm Sylvestra.
Hi, I'm Gota.
And I'm Jade, your DM for the next hour. We're excited to have you, so like and subscribe for future shenanigans, and let's get back to the adventure. Roll the recap.
Woo!
The group managed to save Novaeborne from her dull conversation buddy, but only because they had a request of their own. Sylvie had come to request that Morrigan rethink Cinder, her nephew's internship, because Sylvie needs him to cover for her in her classes next year. Morrigan, willing to think on the proposal, had asked the team to meet her at another time at her refinery to give her final answers. Meanwhile, Gota listens in on all the rumors that Novaeborne is about Novaeborne, learning that she is losing some kind of popularity amongst the town's elite due to her abrasive nature and stance on the war, despite being the owner of a renowned refinery and arms manufacturer. Once the High Architect of the Church of the Iridium God is announced as the party's special guest, Yeun Sho disguises himself as a worshipper to make a comment about the Iridium Vault, however learning nothing. With eyes that follow Yeun Sho's departure, the group was unable to get any weird vibes out of the man. Now, let's continue with our journey.
I want to do it this time. Woo!
Oh, good. That was excellent.
Okay, so you leave the gathering at the mayor's house. The lights of the township at the foot of the hill glimmering in the early evening. The sun has set now, and all the lightning rune lamps are dotting the path, the very finely paved brick paths down this hill. There are large parties and gatherings starting to spill out into the yards of other homes and mansions along this huge, wide drive. The smell of roasted potatoes, fish and pheasants, and fresh champagne is ripe in the air. You know you have a vigil to go to, but the streets, besides all of the parties and down below the main squares, are, from your vantage point, like a little bit raised higher than the rest of the town, look eerily quiet and empty.
Look at the party next door. Do you see that? They have a silver fountain, but everyone's jumping in. There's... It's the
I think
stuffiest
we should come back to the fun party, but we have to go to the vigil first.
What a waste with all that money, all that flair.
Yeah, like
It was 'cause
the
I was
house
talking shit about the
a
party.
couple doors down are indeed just they got some really big like dwarven letters nailed to the front of it,
I love it.
and
Just a bunch of dude bros.
yeah, there's just a bunch of dude bros having a party.
But
Dwarf
yes.
bros.
Dwarf bros.
Dwarf brothers.
Mhm.
Oh, anyways.
I never
The
studied
brotherhood.
Dwarvish.
Yes, we have a vigil to go to, though.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone know the way?
It's at the church, right?
Was it at the church?
Can you give me a history check?
Yeah, could I also try and remember if anyone said where
This
it would
was
be
my
at?
wild guess.
Certainly.
Alright.
Might as well be at the church. It's an 11.
I got a 22.
Okay. Yeah, Yeun Sho, the church might as well just be there. That's what you think, and no one has told you anything different. Sylvie, you remember some talk about it, maybe at the party, maybe before the party, but you haven't forgotten. But people say that it's gonna be in the main square, Iron Square.
Ah, it's going to be an iron square.
I'm going to drop this guy's self, and I'm gonna be my normal regalia.
Oh, okay.
Robe, whatever.
You dropped your fancy clothes?
Yeah, my fancy clothes.
Oh,
I'll-
you're just in your regular fancy clothes.
Yes, I don't want to show up too much in a
You
visual.
don't want to
you
show
know?
it to
Okay.
I think you should have done
I'm not the
fully
star of the
dressed
show.
up.
Although I did survive the crash. So.
Guys, we need to see what they okay. Okay. So before we go, I do kind of want to run this crazy idea. What if there's still parts there? Did you guys want to kind of see if we could find anything on the ship? Assuming it's not completely disassembled.
What are you gonna do with those parts?
No,
Oh shit! Oh my god!
It's my manservant.
Right, I forgot
Those
you
are
were
some
there.
nice gloves.
Can I just go now?
No. We are a traveling party. From here on out, we watch out for each other.
Do you remember what happened at the ship? Do you have any memory?
No.
Do you have any access cards or anything on you? Maybe that would give us maybe something's locked.
He pats himself down. Well, I've changed my pants and my shirt, so.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's a good one.
That is fair.
I agree, though. I think we should sneak on board and see if there's anything we can recollect any memory of.
Wait,
Yeah.
how do you know me?
We met on the
We've
ship.
been friends our entire lives. Do you not remember?
How earnest do you look when you
Do a deception
do
check, I
you
guess.
say this with the love of 1,000 summers together in your boy years?
In my,
all the years. at
we grew up
school.
as young men together.
Are we gonna be young men again?
young men.
young men. Listen to me. I said young man. That's a 13 deception.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
There's
You're lying
like
to me.
Oh, oh, Jay, don't be like that.
oh, it's just a joke.
Alright, it just gets kind of fuzzy, but. Okay.
No, we met on the ship, and you were our doctor.
Out of player interject,
Mhm.
I think we established the first episode that we all remember.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Jade, you're lying to us. I see that you're the liar.
You're the snake in the grass.
I
I
also
see.
don't remember
I don't think
that.
you should call people like that's.
I have it in my notes, that's why I
is
flipped
that
for a
a-
second.
You know,
a slur?
when you're a
Good call,
snake,
good
you're
call.
allowed to be say things about snakes.
It seems.
I will
seems
make
like
it
it'd
in
be
my notes
inappropriate language.
A little racist too.
Yeah.
guaranteed. No, it's an ongoing
Okay.
joke. My uncle, he's the worst.
Oh, I see. But yes, we could go to the square now. I just kind of wanted to get on the same page. Like, I don't know if they completely disassembled the whole thing, but if they didn't, then I would be completely down to sneak on board and see what is left of it. See if there is
Wait,
maybe
can I
Antian.
can I search upon my person for the meal tickets
Person.
that I was given that I never got to cash in? I just want to see if I still have them.
No, you traded them, didn't you? Wasn't
You
it a
put
barter?
them on the sleeping
Yeah, you
bar.
gave them to
Oh,
Shep.
I did.
Do I have my original passenger ticket? Like, it would have kept like in a wallet, sort of thing. Is everything from the past gone?
Give me a
I guess
investigation check for people who are like just patting themselves down
All right.
or looking for anything.
No, I traded them.
Crit! We only care about Chisme. I still do. I said 24.
What did you do with your old clothes?
We have one main outfit, one main
You
character
changed
wearing
into a
oh,
dress.
oh, they would. Oh, you're right. I forgot. We were in a fancy clothes. They would have. Well, I assume she's a bag. We don't have a locker. You know what? I assume they're in.
We have a bag now, remember? With the
be in
goofy
the bag.
teeth.
Yes, the goofy bag. The
You gotta
side.
you got a hyuk.
Yeah, I'll dig in the yuck and see if I...
yuck. Clutch.
Gosh, Sylvie, you don't remember me?
Oh.
Hand deep in.
I don't like this bag. I think it talks too much.
I think it just talks period too.
An awful
Yeah, that's
voice.
also kind of too much.
And so gently put my hand in.
Okay, yeah, you pull out your old clothes and you look around for anything. And you don't find like a plane ticket or anything that's like referential to the Al-Jazari.
No. Weird.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you have a scrapbook, do you open it and it's missing?
It's true. In my diary.
In your diary.
Or the no, we don't have a diary. That'd be ridiculous.
Well, if
Seems
you
like a
had
very
a
normal thing to
diary.
No.
I'd like to inside check if you have a diary.
Yeah.
Got 8.
Well, I don't even know what
In
a
your
diary
hypothetical diary.
if I had a diary, hypothetically,
If you had one.
the pages would be gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It looks like you wrote in it as like, oh, I'm leaving to go to the festival or whatever you were before,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden it's blank because you haven't written in it.
I see.
It's not
Unless you have
redacted and
Yeah.
We
like,
like,
large
you
No, there's no
we
like
open the
black
pages
highlighter.
in the.
black highlight.
we open the pages like in the bag and look and we're like strange. We
Yeah, it just seems like, oh, and then tomorrow I will be going to the or you know whatever you would write.
Right, so sneak in.
Well, the vigil is just the vigil. But
Yeah, it's like
the
a
ship,
public event.
we can sneak in.
I know, I'm ready for some adventure.
Yes, it'll be so much fun.
All right.
Now, which way is the main square?
I got this.
All right, go.
Okay.
I like to roll a survival
I
check.
believe in you. Oh, big beliefs.
Maybe this time I know.
So what's the rhyme for the square?
Hold on.
You're rushing our companion here.
Yeah, you can't rush me. I gotta first see what
He's
my
got
survival
gold
is.
hands and now he thinks he owns
It's
the place.
15 survival.
15 survival. Okay. So you are able to quite easily see where maybe like amongst the buildings, well, amongst all the different buildings, you're able to kind of see where most of the lightning room lamps are kind of located, and you, being kind of fey in nature, know to follow a path when it's given to you. So all the lamps are lighting your way.
Iron Square, down the stairs. Let's go.
Mm.
Oh, I see. You're such a romantic way of seeing the world.
Actually, take an inspiration.
Alright.
Thank you.
Know what? Prove me wrong. Gold hands.
Could be a
Ah.
bard.
I will march in the air through or down the stairs.
Okay.
To the thoroughfare,
Exactly.
one must follow a hare.
I'm going to march on the ground. Following Gota.
Yeah, Jade goes first. Jade goes where Gota points.
I'll lead them down.
I can't think of a clever rhyme.
That's what Sylvie's thinking about the entire way.
Don't think too hard or your brain will tear.
That's not what happens. Is it? I don't think it's what happens.
To your logic brain.
It's true. I am not the bard of my friends. You see, I cannot just come up with rhymes.
Okay, so you guys are able to kind of travel through the town. Again, like a lot of the festivities seem to have dispersed into these like either private homes that you're passing by or like a lot of boisterous voices coming from like smaller squares along the path once the brick meets the cobblestone of the normal regular town that you guys started in. You see the occasional like one or two people kind of running as if they're late to something across, but for the most part it looks pretty empty, all the streets. Even though there's a lot of like sound of celebration around you. Can somebody roll me a d12?
9.
9?
Okay. As you guys walk through the streets, occasionally you see like the random like couple get spooked and surprised out of their alcove, and they quickly like dart off into another kind of shadowy area.
Spooked by us?
It seems like it as you guys are walking through. But you do feel that there is a strange kind of gloom hanging over. It's tight in your chest. And as you're passing a set of the lightning rune lamps, they start to flicker.
The quality of air is really bad down here in the poorer area. I feel
You know, I happen to agree. Does this feel natural, this gloom? Does this feel like some sort of
I could feel
arcane
just the
interference? Or
depression
does this
of
feel like just
poverty.
anxiety?
Give me an Arcana check.
Alright.
It's suffocating.
Oh, that's very low. 11.
11. Yeah, maybe it was just because you guys were at a high class, clear air. It is kind of muggy here. There are a lot of factories and refineries. And even though it was like clear skies during the day, you do see that there is kind of like a low hanging, almost like smog that fills most of the alleyways.
It's just, yeah, I think you're right. It is. I think the area.
And like
Industrious.
your Arcana check, there's magic humming all around you. Like all the
That's fair,
lamps
like
have
the lamp.
runes in them.
All right. I guess
The streets are kind of lined with like
we're the only people
precipitation
outside.
runes. Not precipitation.
Oh.
Precipitation runes.
We're the only people outside, right? Like, right now.
You look around and yeah, it looks like you guys are fairly isolated. You do hear like the occasional like like giggle of someone and then like feet running. Or like
Okay.
talking loudly.
Does it sound
like-
like it has the same kind of accent as a Gota?
Yeah, no.
Do they giggle in cursive?
A cursive giggle.
Yeah, I think I'm too distracted by just
Well,
the area itself.
I think we're fine. I mean, we're in a city, right? We're fine.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything watching us?
Sure.
Yeah.
Use those big eyes.
I use my eyes.
Don't wait for the two
and
idiots.
I see nothing.
Never mind.
Hold on, let me just double check to make sure. I see nothing with a 4.
Okay. Yeah.
Question.
You see nothing.
As we've gone down this alleyway, what I took notice was the people that seemed to close their doors and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, You guys aren't going through like an alley. It's just like the streets, like the main streets. Unless you chose to go through an alley.
I'm wherever Gota takes us. He said go
Character,
through
please
the
don't take
stairs.
Oh yeah,
alley.
go to. It's up to you then.
I imagine that, if the lights are showing me a path, I will stick to the lights.
Okay.
So, I don't think I would just randomly go down alleyways at this juncture.
Main
Could
path.
I do an insight check? Because it's supposed to be a festival and people are,
Yeah.
shutting their shutters in a hurry.
It's not very welcoming.
Yeah.
They aren't. They aren't shutting their shutters.
Oh, they're just dodging away from us specifically. When'd you say
can give me an insight check to see
It's a
if 10. Your assumption is that they are dodging you.
Do we
But
smell bad?
Maybe we.
I mean, if
you
that
look
was
too
your
fancy.
assumption.
Yeah, that was my assumption.
yeah. So whatever your assumption was, it's what you think is happening. However, like people aren't like shutting their doors or shutters when you guys pass. You just notice that there are the houses that line this like street. There's festivities and parties and voices coming from outside, like inside the houses. And then like the occasional one or two people kind of like running towards a house. Not in like distress or anything, but like they're late for a party. But otherwise the streets are like empty.
Everybody has invitations to places, I see. Okay.
I think then probably Yeun Sho is probably feeling a little bit more anxious, and he's probably thinking just like, it's probably him because he's a Yanti, and he's just like, all right, well, let's get out of here.
That makes
That
me sad.
makes me sad.
I was about to be like, did you think maybe we're just losers?
Yeah, it's probably no. You know what? They probably smell all the fancy parties on us. We stick out too much.
Maybe.
All right, well, we can keep heading towards the main square. I will walk more casual with a casual kind.
Is that your casual?
Yeah, my shoulders are going to be like contrapost. Post down, they're gonna.
Could I go and if there's a line of laundry or something or some I want to grab like a cloak or something and just kind of cover myself a little bit.
Sure. You want perception?
Stealing from the poor.
Well, to blend in, I'm sure they could buy another one. How much does a cloak cost?
I love that you do this when you could just
Disguise yourself.
That's a 7.
7. Okay. You maybe you don't find a cloak, but you find some bed sheets.
Bed sheets.
Ooh. You know, when we were children, during the autumn festivals, we would take the bed sheets and we would pretend we were ghosts.
Yeah, you can poke holes in
Yeah,
it.
you drape them over
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Percolate all
I don't think
I
that will
remember
help
that.
with the not standing out. What am I
It would
thinking?
be the spooky ghost.
And I'm gonna snap my hand, my fingers, and I'm gonna disguise self.
Oh, I thought it was on
Uh-huh.
purpose.
I actually forgot. When you said it, I was like, oh, that's very obvious.
I also too thought you were just doing like a
You're
rich
just
person
taking
move.
from the
I mean, that's what I tried to play it off as.
You know,
but
Yeun Sho gives off this air of pretentious, like overlooking others, but really he's just like head empty.
yeah. There's just a
Instinctive.
small snake
Yeah,
just
you're
slithers.
We don't mean it.
Reactive.
Just don't know better.
You don't know better.
Just reactive.
He's not
Good-
mean-hearted. He's just dumb.
golden heart. Green scales, golden heart.
I like that.
That's a beautiful saying.
Thank you. I passed my poetry exam last year.
You couldn't
You can't
think
rhyme.
of something that
prefer
rhymes with
poetry
stare.
that doesn't
dropped
have
something.
rhyme.
Thank you, Jade.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I disguise
So you successfully disguise yourself. What do you look like now?
I want to, the like cartoon image of like a vagrant or like with the
Sorry.
with the stick with the little sack. What is that called?
Oh, like those like hitchhikers.
Yeah.
Wanderer.
Wandering things.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like a cloak, maybe a pipe in my mouth, and I'm just gonna do that.
Oddly interesting. But
Over exaggeration of it
Oh,
to think that
Our
I'll fit
elder
in.
has arrived.
yeah, are you older?
Oh, grandpuppy.
Are you still a Yuanti?
No, I look more human.
Wow.
I refuse to look old. I still look beautiful under the hood,
Mm.
but
Oh.
but I cover
Young
my
baby.
beautiful face.
You somehow became more wuxia.
You're a
yeah.
young vagrant.
But-
You're going to
but there's,
take it
like,
off and
dirt
show your
over my
beautiful-
face and
But it's
stuff.
still beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
You look at my eyes and you see just a heart of gold, as you said.
Right,
Oh,
and then
my
some
God.
rich person needs to see you and say like, "Oh, a peerless beauty."
Yeah.
Yeah, you've kept your golden eyes, and that's the one thing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you, everyone, you kind of like as you're passing through or passing past the lamppost, you kind of just sloth off all of your appearance to shed a new appearance, and
Wow.
yeah. You hear humming in your head.
Is it a familiar hum?
It is a familiar hum. It's just like Nua's just like
I love her.
I guess in my head I'll be like, in good spirits. As unconsciously he starts to hum the same song as he's walking.
Okay. And she returns in thought, I guess, to say like, oh, yeah. Every time you do, you use magic. It feels good.
Familiar?
Familiar.
Well, hope we become more familiar, Nua.
Yeah. I think it feels safe when you use my magic.
Baby girl.
I think he's gonna just continue to hum, and he's gonna stand up a little bit straighter and a little more comforted as the, even though there's like the gloom and the anxiety and all of that kind of like crowding him, I think that's gonna embolster him a little bit.
Okay. Nice. All right. So, you guys make your way down. Continue.
Yes.
Continue on your way.
Right. I head towards the visual. I was
Give me
given an assignment.
Another survival check, please.
Got this.
Rain before
So now,
this fog of anxiety.
This
13.
with a 15, you said?
13.
13. Okay.
Mhm.
With a 13, you're able to kind of
I trust you.
find your way
Mm-hmm.
through the township, and now you're also following lights. You know, using your Fey knowledge, to not follow sound.
Ooh.
That sound either bounces off, carries, and you do, like, as you're walking through, you hear like the echoes of laughter coming through, and it's a little misdirecting sometimes, but you stay true to your path. You've determined that the lights will lead you and guide you, and eventually you get to what looks like familiar territory, shops and such, and stands that you remember seeing when you first arrived at the town. They are more or less filled with people, and you guys are able to arrive.
Always beautiful.
At the square,
A beautiful square.
the town square. There's a huge fountain at the center of it, shops and inns and stores and stands all around the area. There is a huge kind of like wooden platform that has been erected prior. During the day, there were a lot of like bards and bands playing, dancers dancing. Now it's kind of empty, but there's like a whole stand that's been erected, and there's like a bunch of candles. There's also like people in the crowd that are holding like candles, and there's like wreaths of flowers and such as well. And it's lively now. There are people out, and they're all like conversing. The whole kind of tone is somber, but it doesn't feel like it's dampened the festivities at all. It's more kind of like a celebration.
Is there, just from a cursory glance, is there like the ship?
Cursory glance.
I can also roll perception.
Okay, yeah, give me a perception.
That is an 11.
With an 11, you're looking around for the ship, and there doesn't seem to be any like frames or anything. You do see that like maybe parts of the altar are made out of scrap metal. That could be part of the ship, but there's not like a giant hull or like a propeller or anything.
The crash site was somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
Was if I remember correctly, it was like was it a little bit past the town or like
It was a little bit before.
before the town?
Yeah.
Do we know if it's a distance that we can traverse?
Don't know. We could ask around if people.
You can also give me a survival check.
I'll do that.
Yes, use your brig survival brain.
Yes, my brig survival brain.
Brick brain.
Brig brain.
That's gonna be a 14.
14. I'll say that without hearing any like exact location, it's hard to say, because they said that the ship crashed a couple hours out, but
That's
like to be flying, it could be far
I
Okay.
see.
to walk.
Right. So maybe not a sneaking in mission today.
Damn. Yeah, maybe a venture tomorrow. Or...
Yeah, we can go out first light or something.
I mean, there must be people going and collecting the medals because they keep doing them blesses on them. So I wonder if we can just follow them or
Should
hitch
we
a
do
ride.
that tonight then, before they clear up most of the hull? Or should
we could also just see if they've managed to bring back most of the
Right.
ship too.
It's true.
I think we should poke around the vigil first.
Yes,
Right.
let's look around.
Yeah.
Is it like a vigil where they have like little painted photographs of people that passed away on the ship, or what kind of vigil is this?
Yeah. So you do see that
walk
some
closer.
people have for the most part, it looks like they're at the stand, the raised kind of stage. There are a list of like a ledger of names and of passengers that were supposedly on the flight.
Right.
However, what's your passive actually?
10.
Okay.
10.
We have passive of 20.
Okay. So you guys miss it with the crowd. It's actually fairly crowded. You, Sylvie, see that there are indeed some portraits of like paintings of people with like flower wreaths on it. But one pair of portraits catch your eye.
Ooh.
Together, it looks like a human woman and what you can only assume as her son. And the names are underneath.
Is it that kid?
Mai and Tibby.
It's Tibby. Oh, she shakes her friends and she points at the portrait. She's like, "That's the kid. Do you remember the kid?
Is that the one that was?
He was like seizing up for." Yeah.
I remember.
Okay. Well, it's
I'm going to
we
do.
were there.
I'm gonna do an investigation to see if there's any clues of us there,
Yes.
like any of our maybe luggage or anything that was lost,
Okay.
or any clues about 0010 and his gang.
And Cope.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
Okay.
you look for that. I would like to look for similar clues for Entian.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
I would like to do another investigation, but on Forsyth Mouse.
I have a debt to collect.
Wait, out of character and all of that.
Uh-huh.
Is his name even in your book?
It's not anymore, but this
Okay.
is a matter of pride.
Okay, principle
Yeah,
of the
this
matter.
is-
Yes. That's a 15 for me.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Well, I got
It's like
a
even higher. It's like it's
12.
I'm sorry, you got a
15.
15, 16,
12.
and a 12. All right, and we will resolve that after we come back from our break.
Oh!
Hey, enjoying the game so far? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram, all linked below. Now, back to the adventure.
So we will start with Gota. 12.
Forsyth Mouse.
For Forsyth Mozzie.
Forsyth
Mozzie. And as you look around for him specifically, you do see that on the stage where there is occasionally people who like walk up and like place down flowers and such, there is a portrait of him, but next to like the rest of the flight crew as well. So
And a single nail.
next to him is a portrait of like Captain Vadu, and then like some other of the other like attendants and workers and just like staff members that were there.
Okay. I will take note of that and I will move on.
Real quick.
Mhm.
Could I add something else to my investigation as well?
No. Yes.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
Just do a new one.
I also want to keep an eye out for a goo jar.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I didn't look for that on purpose. And you don't
Oh,
need to look
you
for
didn't
it.
look at
No,
on
we don't
purpose?
need
Okay,
it.
I
This
see.
is not.
You,
No. Yeun Sho, you're so busy looking for main characters. Please don't stress. I don't want you to overexert
It's
yourself.
not for you. It's for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like somehow this is going to bite me.
Sting
Hmm.
Infect you.
Mhm.
Horrible. Horrible.
you. Grab you with its grubby claws.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
All right. Well, Yeun Sho with a 15. You are looking for any traces of you all and a cue chart. You find what do you do? How do you look for
I think as
yourselves?
I think as I don't know how the vigil is set up, but what I imagine is that we're kind of walking down. But like, is there like a line of people just kind of like going down, looking at things and like kind of like giving prayers or something?
Yes. Okay. So this is the wooden stage here, where all the names are at, plus like portraits of the flight crew, and then like all the portraits are along the outside, kind of in a ring.
Oh damn, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, I think as people are kind of like walking by and like saying their prayers, I'm just gonna kind of have my hand kind of run through all of the items as I'm just kind of like looking at things and just kind of trying to remember. And I think that's where I'm trying to look for anything that's familiar to me, as in like within our group, the items that we have, or if I sense anything weirdly cursed and full of insects.
So anything that belongs to you guys, you don't see. It's like everything that you brought with you on the trip, you don't have anymore. Nor is there like pile of luggage that is kind of sitting around waiting to be claimed or anything. There's nothing like that around. There's also, as you're looking for evidence of the Gushar,
The cursed object.
the cursed object, you also don't find any cargo like flying around that doesn't belong to like any of the families, basically. And there are like families standing in front of the portraits and like cleaning them or like accepting like prayers and such.
But it doesn't look like there's any like personal belongings that people have
There-
brought up to kind of match to the person.
There are the ones that do have portraits and family do have like personal belongings all around them, but you don't see like anything that was being transported from the cargo that you remember seeing.
Okay.
Or like maybe they were in the cargo, but it's like nothing that.
I took notice of or
Yeah.
remember. Yeah. Okay.
But you were also looking for 0010 and.
Yes, I'm looking for anything that has to do with them in general too.
With a 15, I will say that you don't see anything in particular. You do see an absence of Al-Jazari or Pascal guards, actually, because that's what were on the ship with you. But you do see an increase of the monodrones and dual drones that you saw at the mayor's party. So not the, like, you see the big kind of constructs, the metallic constructs with the single eye, but you also see ones with two eyes now kind of wandering around. And you do see a presence of guards wearing like more of leathers and linen style clothing, in kind of more tannish and golds and black.
Is this different from the normal guards of Letzerman?
For Letzerman, you haven't seen any guards except for the little kind of robots.
Can I know this is a little bit more than I was asking for, but can I do another check after Sylvie's? Can I look at one of the guards to see if they're communicating at all through sending stones?
You can give me another perception check.
Okay.
Sylvie?
These are big eyes.
With a 16, you're looking for stuff of anti-imps. You see that same thing, where it's like you don't see any cargo laying around in all of the different portraited areas. You do see like personal affects, so like backpack backpacks and purses and stuff like that. You would have saw this too. Yeun Sho. So it's more like not cargo based, but just kind of like these are personal items by blah blah blah. You don't see a portrait of Antian anywhere.
Okay.
However, on the long kind of scroll of the ledger of names, you do see an Antian freehorn. And give me a history check.
Alright. Let me see. Ooh. Oh, it's pretty good. That's a 24.
24. With a 24, you find you see his name on kind of like the ledger, the scroll, the memorandum, as you will, the memoriam, in memoriam. But underneath is like a pile of gifts and offerings and flowers and especially for Letzerman, like ores. You see like packets of small, like not precious gems, but like little gemstones or like stones of some kind, or ingots. You do see a backpack or a duffel bag that you remember specifically Antian had taken with him, that you had actually brought him from his room.
Oh, we're going to very casually just, I'm going to, well, I want to say casually. I'm going to wait till no one's looking, and I'm going to, like, take it very stealthily.
Okay, give me a sense check.
Okay.
Can I assist in this?
How would you like to?
Are we there?
Yeah, are you guys there?
I mean, we were just all hanging out.
You were
I
all
wasn't sure,
walking
'cause
around.
We all look like
Yeah,
we're
I
separated.
thought-
from each other.
Sylvie, you would have ended up here.
Alright.
I'm gonna say, because I saw the Forsyth image first, and I was like, ugh.
I know
I'll
you
say
just
I've
flutter
had
around.
enough time to flutter over closer to Sylvie. I want to be like near her, but not right next to her. And I think what I'll do is I will cause a bit of a distraction by I'll start loudly crying.
Oh, ugly cry. Yeah, you know what?
I'm
Most
like,
people
oh.
don't look.
Little Timmy was so young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, since we're all there, I would also like to whisper to them, like, it seems like there's a lot of, or a heavier guard presence here. So I'll give that little note to keep an eye out.
I see.
Okay.
But I noticed. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
Well,
I'm joking.
Gota didn't know.
What was your perception check? Please give me a performance check.
Alright.
Oh, here we
Gota.
go.
15.
15.
Are you an
For the, yeah.
Okay.
Are you an actor?
Wait. Or is it passive perception?
No. Your perception of like looking if they're talking and
Yeah.
sounding things.
15.
That's right.
15.
Good looking.
17 performance.
17 performance. Okay, so with a 15, you do see some of the guards kind of like are walking around, but they're not. It looks more like they're stopping at a portrait, and then they're talking to some of the people, and then they're moving on. And then there's like another one that's like a little bit closer to you that you're able to hear their conversation, and you see one of the guards kind of like flip open a little notebook and is like, oh, and then how did you know the victim? And then, oh, and then do you know anything, like anyone that could hurt them or would be like, or have anything against them that this would happen? And then they would like kind of be jotting notes down.
Are they all fully helmed?
No.
Okay.
They're not helmed at all, actually.
Then, if anything, I'd like to keep an eye out.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anyone that's like
Little
like-
stone,
yeah,
little
like
earbud.
little earpieces. Occasionally, they do kind of stop to talk to each other, but it's all face to face, and they all look human, dwarven, or elvish. And a 17 for crying.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm
Wailing.
gonna be
My dear old
kind
heart.
of near Sylvie, but not too close. Like I'll be off to the side a little bit, and I'll
He's
be
my best friend.
I'll be crying.
We were children together.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say lies like that. I'm just gonna be like, poor Tibby was so young. He was sick when I met him, but
I won't say lies like
but I thought he pulled through okay.
that.
How could this have happened? You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to really draw the attention towards me and away from Sylvie.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Do I roll a regular stealth?
You get it with advantage.
Alright.
He stood at a 3'6". He had brown hair. Oh, that brown.
I think this is cocked bones. We got a critical, so that's a 22.
Okay.
You know what it is? It's like we're going to pull it in and we're going to just kind of shove it into my other bag really quickly.
Whoosh.
Oh.
Okay. You do manage to it is quite big. It is like a sports bag.
Oh, if it's a
so
sports bag, then
it
we're
won't
just gonna...
fit in your other bag.
Well, once we see that Goofy cannot receive, we're going to just walk away with it.
Sure.
Put it under your skirt.
You know, but like
Yeah, you can
a
put it under
normal
your
speed.
skirts.
Yeah, we'll put it under the dress.
It's one of those things that make your butt look bigger. You know what I mean?
Here you have
do
the
want to
little
make a butt.
cage.
Yeah.
The Victorian dress cage.
Give me the butt cage.
Ooh, that's something different.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
That you jar.
Gota.
No.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, as you're lamenting, you are able to kind of draw the attention away from everyone, but you also do see a couple guards, dressed as guards. They're wearing leather armors. Approach you.
Alright, that's fine. I
They're
cry
kind
more.
of coming over. You've managed to grab
We got
Antine's back.
We are now going to just, walk away from the guards and kind of.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say you walk away.
Wow. Thank you for the critical. You deserve an award.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Okay. So
I'd like a golden sphere for this.
you,
I can try.
Gota, are approached by two guards.
Mm-hmm.
An elvish man and a dwarven woman.
Mm-hmm.
And they come up to you. They're wearing the kind of dark leathers with the gold. And the dwarven woman is like, approaches you
Mm-hmm.
and says, "Oh, did you know them?"
Me? Not well, but I met him briefly. He was sick, and my friends helped him out, and now he's dead. He cried.
Well, I was wondering if you know anything more about maybe the flight that he was on, and if there was anyone that might have known him and his family that might have wanted something from them.
From little Timmy? He's just a little scrap.
Oh, well, also his mother, you know.
Oh God.
You know, I gotta admit, this might be callous of me. I wasn't paying much attention to his mother. Just a little guy over there was struggling so much.
I'm just a boy.
I love the imagery of Gota crying, a guard consoling, and Yeun Sho feeding lines.
You're a boy.
Just from the
You're a
side.
Say you're a boy.
You're a kid.
I'm also just a little boy.
Good.
Give me a deception check.
Damn it, that's not what I wanted.
It's an aid.
But it's
I'm aiding.
Are you
I don't think you are.
I think you're instigating.
It's a hinder.
It's a hinder.
In fact, roll with disadvantage.
Mhm.
Roll with disadvantage.
No. Oh, that's
Oh, it
bad,
was
that's
it
so
was
bad.
better, but it wasn't. It's not great to begin with.
So it's not my fault.
12. I'm just a boy.
Beating the correct song.
Play it up. More
You're doing
tears.
great, sweetie.
The dwarven woman has like these huge like braided pigtails. And she's kind of like looking at you and is like, yeah, must be hard losing a friend like that. I understand. Well, if you know of anything, son, please tell us. We're just investigating the accident, and it would any information is good information at this point.
Listen, ma'am, I don't know nothing, but do you know something? Just for my own peace of heart. Can you share anything about anything that you might have found out? I just look at him. He's just a wee little lad, and he's dead now.
I know, sugar. Persuasion.
You're just here in the corner, like crying more.
Yeah. More tears.
more
More
crying.
tears.
Yeah, stealth check. That's what you're doing.
Wait. Can I add to the ridiculousness though? Of
Also, you decided to hinder, so you get to roll your next check with a disadvantage.
oh shit.
That's the punishment.
But
Sorry, hinder roll.
could I like quickly change my face to look exactly like Gota's, but older looking, so I look like Gota's
A father.
Yeah. Like suddenly, like a horn grows out of my head, and I'm just like, cry harder.
Give me.
Oh my
a sleight of hand or a stealth
Oh, do you get that B?
to be able to do that seamlessly.
All right. Well, that's gonna be a 10.
I'm in tears.
And then the stealth. Do I get any advantage or disadvantage for this?
Why?
Oh, that actually is a disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
When they look at you, are you like half full?
No, like
Claws
they
in my
see they see that like, it's like when a snake is shedding and you see
Half
half
shedding
of my
and
face
just flaky.
is flaking off and you still
look
see my full
Super sunburnt.
yeah and like parts of me are still like the handsome human face and I'm just kind of like ripping it off and
And
I'm
then
like
the other side is like yellow.
Phantom of the We got two accents.
Some other child sees you and starts crying.
I rolled a 19 persuasion.
I'm crying.
Some other small girl sees you and starts crying. And it hits like some part of your insecurities.
oh no.
Oh,
You take
you
therapy
take
damage.
psychic
You
damage.
take psychic damage.
Oh no. Oh.
Of like, you were just talking about this. Like, maybe people were running away from me because I'm a UNT.
Oh
And
no.
now you have this little girl who like is pointing at you and just bursts into tears.
We really are just having a ha-ha moment and suddenly it's like, oh no.
Here's your
It's not funny, haha.
Yeah.
That's like, haha, I'm gonna have a fucking cry.
I think at this, he's gonna like, as he got caught up in the moment, he looks over and like sees the fear in her eyes,
Yeah, she's just like,
and he's gonna
and it
go.
looks like she's about to cry.
He's like, oh, apologies, and he's gonna like cover his face, and he's gonna quickly walk away from everyone.
My heart is broken. I like to take heartbreak damage.
That was your disadvantage.
Ooh, that took psychic damage.
Oh my-
Psychic damage.
That's so sad. Poor Yeun Sho.
Oh
That was in the rolls. I'm sorry.
no, that was
Anyway,
perfect.
It's so good.
it's not funny, haha.
It's
Funny, sad.
It's funny, I hate this.
You got a 19?
19 persuasion.
Okay.
Ooh, get
The dwarf kind of like looks at you and then waves, like turns and watches the little girl cry as the hooded man runs off.
With a horn.
With a horn. Just into the shadows. And then the piano goes, dun, 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 dun.
Don't look at me! And I crawl back into the sewers where I belong.
Yeah. She kind of like waves on her elven partner and her half elf partner, and he kind of like nods and like walks off towards the little girl who's crying. But she's like you guys are eye to eye because she's also not that tall. And she's just kind of like, well, son, I also don't know much, which is why I'm asking all these questions, you know? I'm just trying to find out why this happened, same as you. I'm also trying to understand.
Did no one have no answers for you, ma'am?
Not too many. At first we thought that it was some bad people, but we also think that it could just be the ship, which is old and which I understand.
So you heard nothing?
No, not. I don't want to scare you, young man.
I'm real brave, ma'am. I think I can take it.
I'm 12.
I'm real brave.
Well, I see
friends.
that you just lost a friend, but not a friend because you didn't know him. You're just saying.
I know him like, you ever been on vacation, you're a kid, and you see another kid, and y'all are like best friends for like the 2 days that you're on the trip together.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll like always remember
That's
it for
so
the rest
real.
of your life. But like,
so real.
You didn't actually know him that well. But it's like that relationship stays real in your heart.
Well, yeah, of course. So you know little Tibby, and you know, you must know his aunt then. His auntie's around here.
His auntie's around here?
Yeah, if you met him here.
I didn't meet him here. I met him a while ago.
Oh.
Was he visiting his aunt? Is that why he was on that ship?
Oh,
And he
then
starts
you
to cry more. He was just trying to visit his aunt.
It is why. That's what she told us. She's around here. May. You can try Aunt May.
Do you think you can point her out? Is she at the vigil? I'd like to just talk to her, let her know.
Oh
that
yeah,
her
let's
son
not say
met.
she was at the stands.
Stands.
Yeah, trying to get one of them urns.
Can you give me a little bit of what she looked like? A lot of people look. I mean, I just have no idea what she looks like.
She looks like. She looks at the portrait of Mai. She looks like that.
Oh, are they like twins?
They're twins.
Oh man, that makes sense.
Personally, I hate when twins have the same name.
Parents are the worst. I say from my sewer grave.
We're like both in separate corners, and we hear it, we're like, horrible.
But, young man, if you learn anything about anything or anything suspicious, you're like, you tell me. I'm Miss Lily.
Miss Lily
From the Scare Assault Investigations Agency.
So you're not from here, Miss Lily?
No, heavens no. This was our ship.
Oh. Wait, can I roll an insight check to see, like, is this an attempt for, like, a cover-up type thing, or are they genuinely trying to just find information of what happened?
Also, do they have a windbreaker that says SAI?
Yeah, they have SAI.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's wearing one of it. It's her leather jacket.
My insight is low.
Yeah. What
My
was it?
size low was a 5.
A 5? Okay. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like she's really trying to figure out what happened.
Lily. Miss Lily.
Hold on. I would like just a moment. Hold on. Okay, I can't read some of these notes, so I'm just gonna pretend I know.
Oh, me every time I look at the notes.
Some of my handwriting was very, very inebriated.
Who got that drug pen?
Yeah.
Of the SKI.
I'm going to just go out on a limb and
Yeah, the skis. The ska.
I'm going to like look around for a second, look kind of like I'm like innocently, you know, like check in and make sure no one's gonna catch me telling a secret. And I'm gonna lean in and like gesture with my hand to have her lean in close to me so I can whisper in her ear.
Okay, she leans in.
And I was like, I seen a snake eating its tail.
Whoa. Ooh. And on the ship?
Not on the ship. It's just something that, you know, it's just something that I've been talking with like other people, friends, just like spooky folks. I don't know if it has anything to do with this. But while I say that, I'd like to just like do a insight to see if she makes a reaction like, oh, this is new, or this is recognized.
Yeah.
Been known.
It was an Ouroboros, right? That was the symbol?
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to remember.
I'm trying to remember too.
Yeah, actually, you're talking about like the weird culty people.
The culty
right?
people.
Let me see if I have. I too have drunken writing. Okay, let me see if I have.
Give me all your drunken rhymes.
I see Yeun Sho Hope's feminine figurines. What were you attempting here, Yeun
Wait,
Sho?
no. It says Cult of Orpheus.
Orpheus.
It's a snake with 3 heads.
Oh,
That's different. But
You have the most sober handwriting.
So it's not eating
No,
its own
that's
tail.
good.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because, I mean, please, observe what?
I
Oh,
mean,
you're speaking in
if
cursive.
you wrote it down, you can investigate. If that's what you have. But it is
Wait.
the cult of Orpheus. That is correct.
Orpheus. Oh, that's a C.
Orpheus.
That's not an E. That's a C.
Yes, the Orpheus.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Can
Yeah.
I retcon what I said?
Okay. So
just
a
say-
snake with 3 heads.
Yeah. With 3.
We phoned a
Wait,
friend.
wait.
What?
More on the notes. Wait, am I allowed to say this?
Go for it.
Okay.
We're
it's-
phoning a friend.
Okay.
Yeah, you can phone a friend. You can look into the sewer grates.
Okay. I will crawl
speaks
over.
to me.
I will look up.
Speaks to you.
Okay, so this is the same.
Music of the night.
This is a
Right.
cult that was in Ashwood Academy,
Ashwood again.
and it's apparently the Ouroboros 3. So
Oh.
it's. I don't know if the snake heads are eating the tail, but you are right. That has some sort of.
Yeah. I have that written. I
Unless
see it now.
unless this is wrong for me.
No.
No,
I have
no,
it written
no.
too. I have it
Okay.
written too.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So,
it is the
that sounds
Orpheus.
Okay, so to clear it up then, if you guys all have it in your
Yeah,
notes,
it's in
this
my
is a
notes.
pass. The Ouroboros 3
We
is
hag
the
cast
snake
this.
with the 3 heads that are all eating its tail. So it's like a circular kind of
Okay.
like Triskele or Triskelion symbol.
Oh, it's a Triskelion.
Yeah, it is a Triskelion symbol. It's 3 heads, 3 snakes, 3 tails.
Oh.
And they're all
okay.
eating each other.
Okay.
So you do know about the Ouroboros 3. You do know that they are, if you have it down, they are either being worshipped by the cult of Orpheakis, or they are leading the cult of Orpheakis.
Okay.
That part isn't clear.
Okay. So yeah, you know what then? In order to seem like I don't even know as much, I'll keep it at where I said.
Okay.
I'll be like, it was something about a snake eating its own tail.
Right. And you kind of see her kind of stand up and is looking at you. And she's just like,
casted a history check.
oh,
That
right,
should've been
right,
history.
of course.
It was a group history check.
Good to know. Good to know.
Can I roll that insight check?
I'll talk to you later. So yeah.
Does she know something?
Big stress.
I have no idea. I rolled a 2.
You have an inspiration.
Oh, you're right.
do
You're
have an
right. I do.
inspiration.
I do. I like to use my inspiration.
That's
Okay.
a good
You
time
may.
to use.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, that's
it's
cocked.
It's
That's
cocked. It's a 2 again.
Yeah.
You cannot decipher the complexity of a maiden.
She's for the most part, she doesn't look honestly much older than you, besides her like peach fuzz.
Which you cannot grow.
Which you can't grow.
The jealousy overcomes me.
I gently touch my chin.
Yeah, she also touches her chin. She's thinking.
Stroke your
She's stroking.
my bare jaw.
goatee.
And she's just like, oh, that's interesting. That's a. I'll take that back to my partner, and we will look more into that. Thank you, young man.
Yeah.
You take care now. You keep out of trouble.
Yeah. Does she have like a badge or symbol on her? I just want to like make sure I know.
She is wearing a windbreaker that has SAI Psy on it.
Okay.
That's about it. You do see that on her jacket there is a seal of some kind, but it actually looks like a... Ooh. It looks like a long stick, or 2 long sticks crossing, but the bottoms are wider than the tops, and there's kind of metal on the bottom. And these little round things near... It looks like a gun. You don't know what a gun is.
Wait, does it
It's a
look like
rifle.
two bugles?
It's just 2 rifles.
2 upside down bugles.
It's 2 rifles crossed.
Rifles crossed.
Oh, okay, okay.
That makes
I
It's 2 crossed rifles.
I look at this
on
symbol
like
and I'm
like a
what the
copper
fuck?
shield.
Yeah. I'm like, what is that? Okay. I would like to take note of the symbol.
Like
and
those
the
long
windbreaker.
rifles.
Yeah.
muskets.
Yeah, muskets.
And I'm going to go towards a sewer drain.
I will also
Okay.
like to head towards sewer drain.
Okay. Well, as you all head towards sewer drains, we will end it here. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave us a comment about your favorite moments from today's session, and please share this video with your friends. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw here today. And if you want to see more from us, we'll be releasing new episodes weekly. You can also keep up with VTubers and Villains and other Main One news on Twitter, Instagram at Main One Official. Give us a follow. Links in the description below. And goodbye.
Beware the Phantom of the Vigil.
Oh,
No, now they call me.
Yeah, I was like, you can't call me that one. I was like,